video I'm going to show you how to make a chocolate covered marzipan. The first step is to make the marzipan itself, and it's super easy. So for that I use 1 bag of blanched almond flour that you get at Trader Joe's, and I use my KitchenAid to make the marzipan, and so this is the attachment I use to make the dough. So here we go. So 1 whole bag of this goes in. And then for a sweetener, I just use a tad bit of agave nectar, and very little, because it's going to be, the chocolate's going to be sweet anyway. So there we go. And then once I turn it on and it starts going around and around, I try to add a little bit of liquid just to help the process. But you can either add water, I have some water over here, or you can even add some almond milk. So just a little bit of some kind of liquid. So here we go, let's get started. As you can see, it started mixing together, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of help with some almond milk. Maybe a tad bit of water. I think we are done here, so I'm just going to you take it out and you put it together. And ultimately, I plan to just take this and make little balls out of it and dip it in chocolate, so the shape really doesn't matter too much, but I'm just putting it together, covering it with a lid, put that away into the fridge. The next step is to make little balls from this dough. So I just take a little bit of spray and just spray it a little bit on my palm, just to make it a little greasy. And then I take marzipan and I start rolling it out into small balls, like that. Once we are done making, turning all the marzipan into little balls, the next step is to melt the chocolate. Now I use this brand, Gatos, and it's plant-based. There are no animal ingredients in it, so I'm going to go ahead and melt it. So what we do is we take these chocolate chips, put them into a microwave safe bowl, and then we just moisten it a little bit. A little water, just moisten it just so that it doesn't burn. And the next thing to do is to put this in the microwave, and I generally put it in for 1.5 minutes. So when this is ready, take it out, just make sure that it is all molten and this is nice and liquid over here. We can start dipping our marzipan in the chocolate. So the way I do this is I use this little tiny spoon, which is like round over here, kind of, it's very helpful when you use this. And I have this silicone tray that's got these little grooves in it. So all I do is I take marzipan and I roll it, cover it in chocolate. And just wait, and it should be ready to eat in like an hour or 2 once the chocolate has dried, and that's it. Once the marzipan is more or less set, what I like to do is, when I give them as gifts, I get these little boxes from Amazon, and they open up a nice gift box. And then I get these candy wrappers as well from Amazon, and take the little marzipan, roll it up into this candy, and here we go. And I drop that into this. And these boxes, they close very nicely, and here we go, a nice gift of chocolate marzipan.